Stephanie here, Ms. Oh So Crafty. Today is Tuesday, October 25th, and today is day one of my stitching vlog for the Stitch Mania election stitch along. So the theme for today is Red State. I stitched something with the color red. So red state, well, I've never lived in one, and I don't now. I live in a swing state, tending blue, but well, my husband grew up in North Carolina, and certainly when he was a kid, you know, like 30, 35 years ago, it was very definitely a red state. I think now it's a bit more of a swing state. Anyway, so something with the color red. Love with a capital L, main color is red. I did work on that a little bit earlier, and I mean like for 15 minutes. Hopefully I'll get a bit more chance to work on it later. I did not have, today is not a great stitchy day. There's a lot going on. I've been cooking and cleaning, etc., etc. So, I am doing this cooking project, trying to like stock the fridge with meals for my husband and son so that they don't have to like order pizza and eat like deli sandwiches the whole time while I'm gone. Yeah, my husband, not the greatest in the kitchen, so, I mean, he has other skills, so I keep him around. Anyway, yeah, so this morning, after breakfast, I prepped some marsala beef stew and put that in the slow cooker. It's one of those annoying recipes where you have to, like, brown everything on the stove and then cook it in the slow cooker for, like, 8 hours and then strain it, put the sauce back on the stove to reduce it, so... And then of course you have to make like potatoes or something to go with it, but I'm not too worried about that because I hope that my husband will get home from work relatively soon, and the plan is to go to California Tortilla for Taco Tuesday. They're doing this promotion, buy one get one free, for the month of October, and we haven't been able to get over there throughout, you know, in the month so far, so this being the last week of October, it's our opportunity. And besides, you know, going out to dinner, we'll come home and then I have some more cleaning to do before my son goes to bed. So, and then maybe after he goes to bed as well. So, but this is like the last bit of it, like the very last bit of it. I've done a major top to bottom cleaning, deep cleaning, spots that you kind of forget that exist, you know? And I've like collected lots of trash and stuff to donate and just organized stuff and decluttered, and yeah, it's great. It needed to be done, and I'm on the home stretch now. I'll be very glad when it's finished. And the cooking project is almost done as well. I mean, I'll put the beef stew in the fridge tonight, and that combined with what I made last night, which was, well, it was Meatless Monday, so I made this butternut, coconut, cauliflower curry type thing with couscous, and that was really good. It created leftovers, and then tomorrow I will cook something with chicken, and all that stuff will feed the boys while I'm gone. So I will check in later and show you my stitching. Bye! Hey guys, I'm checking in with my starting point on Love with a capital L, and my original plan was to stitch a little cupid right here, and I found this pattern online, but I've looked at it more carefully and at the spacing, and I think it's just going to look too crowded because I only have 2 spare squares, you know, from top to bottom, and we're talking about 25 count fabric, so, you know, 2 over 25 is very small. It's like 1/8 of an inch maybe on each side. I think it's just going to be too crowded. I've got more space left or right, but yeah, I think the height is a deal breaker. So I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe re-sketch it to make it smaller. I think I can do that. It might require some trial and error, but you know. But as for now, I guess what I'm going to do is I'll do the rest of the text, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to share that because it's going to have our last names on there, so I don't really feel like putting that on YouTube, but maybe I'll work on this border too, which isn't exactly red, but it needs some more gold, so I'll have something to show you. Alright, I'll check in later and show you how far I've gotten. Bye! Hey guys, Stephanie here. It's late and I thought I would check in and show you my stitchy progress, as meager as it is. I just worked on this inner border here, did more of the pumpkin. It's not quite finished though. I also started working on this 5, but as you can see I did not complete it. I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, it's been a very long day. By the time I was finished with all my chores, it was 10:45 p.m. and I sat down on my stitchy chair, but I just felt absolutely knackered. All I could do was scroll through my Facebook feed. Finally, I decided to do something productive. So I picked this up. And I decided to put in some red, because today's the red day. So I started working on the 5. And I realized, that just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it's centered properly. And I looked at my stuff, and sure enough, it's not. I don't know what I was doing when I made the chart for this new section, but for some reason I thought that there were 189 stitches in between the borders, and that is incorrect. There are 200, at least if my most recent, perusal of the chart can be trusted. So all the text is off except for the ampersand. That is centered. I probably just traced down from the heart or something to place that. And curiously, this rose band pattern worked out correctly. So I don't know why. I must have made a mistake and then made another mistake that canceled it out. Yeah. So I think I need to frog all the text except for the ampersand. But in reality, the text doesn't take that long to stitch, so I will try to do that, I guess, before the end of this month, so I can start, November with a clean slate. I do really want to finish this by November 19th, so it's not, terribly off, but I think, especially once I put in the extra motifs in here in the blank space, it'll be very evident that it's not even, so boo. Yeah, and you know what happened earlier? I was cleaning my master bathroom, and I turned on a light so I could see what I was doing. The light over my sink, which is, it's like one of those lights over a mirror that has 4 lights across. Well, I flipped on the light switch, and then I felt something hit the side of my head. There was a crash. One of the light bulbs exploded into a gazillion pieces and flew across the room. A glass light bulb. Of course, yeah. Meanwhile, the wire from the light fixture was smoking. Oh. Yeah. Apparently it's just not my night, so I think I will go to bed now. I really need to, since it's after midnight, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. So I will check in then. Good night. Hey Flosstube, Stephanie here. Today is Wednesday, October 26th. How is everyone doing? Me, I have had a very long day. Woke up feeling kind of sick at 5 o'clock this morning after going to bed at 1. Why 1? Well, I started frogging my love piece last night. Continued with the frogging today. I've got most of the text frogged now. Frogging 1/1 is difficult. It really is. 125 count, But, it had to be done. So, anyway, what did I do today? Well, took my son to the dentist in the morning, and then we went to the playground. We ran errands, housework. I did have some stitchy time, like I mentioned, but it was all spent frogging. Took a nap this afternoon. That was probably the highlight of my day. Made dinner, made some more stuff, to stock the fridge. And and vacuumed out my car, moved all the baby stuff to my husband's car, and I got all my stuff situated for the retreat. All the stitchy stuff anyway, which, you know, that's the important thing, right? So, 4 whips, patterns, 31 skeins of DMC, 4 spools of Krennic, a bunch of beads, and treasures and stuff for Donner. All the little necessities. So, that's cool. So today the theme is build a wall and stitch something with a wall. And so I'm going to work on my Castle by Teresa Wensler, which I'm not really feeling that project, but you know, in the spirit of the stitch along, I'll do it. I like a thread or two. As for the sentiment, build a wall, not feeling that one either. I just think it's a, let's just say I feel that it's a simplistic solution to a complicated problem. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Anyway, so it's almost 10 o'clock and I'm finally going to get in some actual stitching the castle, and also I'm going to backstitch a little name tag for the retreat. So I will check in later and show you what I've done. Ta-ta! Here's my update on the castle. I will insert a photo of what it looked like before. So I decided to do a little backstitching on the castle walls. And you can see it here in this tower and across here in this little area. Doesn't that look awesome? Almost dimensional. Really cool. And now I'm going to try to do my name tag real quick. So I'm using this fabric here in the area that's lined by the pins. I'm going to backstitch my name and city and state. So I will show you what that looks like. I will show you what that looks like when I'm done. Okay, that took way longer than I thought it would. But here's my little name tag. It's done, and I'm losing my voice, so off to bed. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel better. Night. Hey Flosstube, Stephanie here. Today is Thursday, October 27th. How is everyone doing? I am here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at the Red Lion for the Cross Stitch Club retreat. Drove up here with my friend Barbara. Very rainy 2-hour drive, but we made it. Got to this room and it was freezing. That's why I'm wearing a scarf. Anyway, so today is the blue state day. The idea is to stitch something blue, and I'm going to work on my summer bellable, which needs the letter done in the aqua floss, and then I may also add some of the blue Krennic on Aphrodite. So I will check in later and show you my progress. Ta-ta! Flosstube, Stephanie here, checking in with my update on the summer bellable. So I worked on this blue. Well, it will be an R. This is the top part of the R. I put in about, I don't know, 3 skeins of the DMC, or 3 lengths of it rather. And I guess I'm pleased with my progress. It was not really the greatest stitchy night because I was just tired, but it's a new day. I'm feeling better, hoping to get a lot of stitching in today. I'll check in later. Bye. Hey guys, Stephanie here. Today is Friday, October 28th. How is everyone doing? It's Friday, woo! I'm still at the retreat and I'm in my room, had breakfast, brushed my teeth, about to go downstairs for a long day of stitching. It's really noisy down there though, so I figured I'd film up here. And let's see, today the theme is first major party female candidate. And to that I have to say, or stitch a piece with a woman in it. My feeling about that is, hurrah! There's been plenty of female leaders of countries all around the world, like Germany, for example, Britain, India, South Korea, lots of places. And I think it's about time that the United States has a woman in the higher echelons of government. So, yeah, that is my feeling on the matter. Anyway, so the idea is to stitch a piece with a woman in it. And my piece will be Celtic Autumn, because she's a woman, obviously, the Celtic lady. I may work on Aphrodite as well. She is obviously a woman. She's all woman, you know, goddess of love and everything. So, and I may work on Donner too, just because I want to finish him this weekend. So I will check in later and show you my stitchy progress. Bye! Flosstube, checking in with my update on Celtic Autumn. I've been working on her most of the day, and I stitched the white shawl area and her upper arm, shoulder. So I'm pleased with my progress. That was around, I don't know, 12 different colors maybe. And now I have a headless lady for Halloween. I think I'll work on Donner now. Talk to you then. Bye. Here's my update on Donner. I've been working on him for a couple hours. I started up here in this corner, worked my way across, did the beads in the antler area, that corner, and so forth. And then I sewed on the treasures, the green, the purple, and the red. So that's it, but I think it doesn't look all that great because I used this to sew the treasures on, the same thread I used for beading, which is DMC 3756, which I picked to match the fabric. It's just, I think for the treasures are so big, I need to use matching thread, so like green thread, for example, purple thread, red thread, you know? So I'm probably going to, and I don't have my full DMC set with me, I just have some skeins I thought I would use this weekend, so I think what I'll do is, when I get home, I'm going to rip it and redo it, the treasures that is, with like matching DMC. So I guess what I'm going to do now is work on Aphrodite, so check in then, bye. Hey guys, Stephanie here, Ms. Oh So Crafty. Today is Saturday, October 29th. How is everyone doing? It's the weekend, yay. I'm still in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in my car, obviously. I'm about to go get some lunch. The food at this hotel is just terrible, sorry. Anyway, so today the theme is Purple State, and I live in one of those, Virginia. It's nice to live in a swing state. You feel like your vote really matters, and it's exciting. Anyway, so the idea is to stitch something purple, and I'm going to be working on Aphrodite, the purple in her shell. So I did work on her a little last night. I did put in some of the blue metallics, and it's so pretty. I will insert that footage after, well, before this probably. Anyway, and this morning I went to a local needlework store in Reading, Pennsylvania. It was about an hour drive, made it with a few people from the retreat here, and that was really fun. Very nice store, quite large, tons of selection. I got a few goodies, which I will share on my next update video. I also got some black Nymo beading thread, which I finished Donner last night, but I wasn't happy with how the treasures looked attached with the 3756 DMC. You could just see the attachment thread and it didn't look good. So when we got back to the hotel, I put in the black. I ripped it out and did it with the black Nymo, and it looks great. I'm so happy with it. Sorry, I will have to show it to you on my next update, my regular update. It's all rolled up now, and in any case, all my stitching stuff is inside the hotel. So, yeah, about the hotel, it's not all that great. It's not anything compared to the Drury in Cincinnati where the Mirabilia retreat was held in the springtime. So. Today is the last full day, and tomorrow, we'll be heading home. The retreat itself is nice. I mean, it's great. There's a lot of vendors here. There's, there's tons of people in attendance. There are classes. Beth Hillis is here. Beth Seal, I think it is, from Summer House Stitchworks is here. They're teaching classes. I didn't sign up for any of the classes. They cost extra, and none of them were things that I was really interested in, so whatever. But I'm sure that, it's a good experience for those taking them. And there are events. Last night there was a pajama pizza party. Tonight there's a Halloween costume dinner party, whatever. There's been door prizes. There's going to be some sort of surprise this afternoon or evening. I don't know what. There was bingo last night. What else? Yeah. So the retreat itself is fine. The lighting in the room where the stitching room is not all that great. I'm really glad that I brought my little Mighty Bright hammerhead to attach to my scroll frame. Otherwise, I would have a little difficulty seeing the holes in my fabric. Yeah, so and the rooms are like basic, very basic. The walls are paper thin. You can like hear your neighbors on either side of you having normal conversations. Yeah, so tomorrow, heading home. Glad about that. I miss my boys. So I will check in later and show you my stitching. Flosstube, Stephanie, checking in with my progress on Aphrodite. So last night, Friday night, I worked on this blue metallic here. This is it. Isn't that pretty? 033, number 4 braid. I did that and all that, and a little bit over here and there, down there. Really pleased with the sparklies. I'm going to be working on some of the purples today. May go back to the sparklies, we'll see. I will check in later. Here's my update on Aphrodite from Saturday. So that was the purple day. I worked on this light purple all around there, and then I added in some of the pink and the white. So that's her shell. Pretty pleased with my progress. I think I will work on her a bit more this morning, and later today I'll check in with my new project for Sunday. Bye! Hi Flosstube, Stephanie here, Ms. So Crafty. Today is Sunday, October 30th. How's everyone doing? I am home from my retreat in my sewing room at the moment. I will explain more about that in a minute. So the theme for today is Make Whips Great Again, from the slogan Make America Great Again. You know, I think that's kind of silly. America is already great in my opinion. Sure, we have challenges and difficulties, but you know what? So does every era, in the past, in the future. And what makes us great is our ability to improve and meet those challenges. And I am proud of America, proud to be an American, and I think that we are on a positive trajectory. So in my opinion, America already is great. As for the whips, the idea is to work on the whip that you haven't worked on for a very long time. In my case, that would be the Autumn Fairy. So I will try to work on her later. The problem is it's quite late at night and I need to work on my son's Halloween costume because tomorrow is Halloween. So we'll see what I have time to. No promises. I will check in later and show you my stitchy progress. Bye! Hey guys, Stephanie here, and Oliver as well in the back seat enjoying a dum-dum. So today is October 31st, Monday. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate. We just finished up with gymnastics class, which ended with the kids all parading upstairs to trick-or-treat, which was great until midway through the parade. Oliver decided he was done with it. He wanted to go back to gymnastics class, and yeah, I had to carry him the rest of the way. Although he did perk up when he saw that there was candy at the end. This is actually the first time he's had like a hard sugary candy, like a dum-dum, which I'm not terribly fond of, but you know, I'm just I need a moment of peace. This morning was rough. Last night was rough. Things were not really maintained the way I do it when I was gone, shall I say. I mean, you know, of course my husband is a good dad and everything, and he's an excellent, truly, he's an excellent father and he's a wonderful man, but he's not me. We do things differently, and I guess Oliver got accustomed to a more loosey-goosey style, shall we say. Yeah, so last night, bedtime was rough. I didn't get it really down to sewing until like 11, so, and then I spent around 3 hours working on his costume. It probably shouldn't have taken that long, but a tired sewer makes mistakes, you know? I had to get out that seam ripper a couple times. The costume is almost done. I have to do a little bit of hand sewing just to finish off the collar on the cape, and I have to fix the elastic waist and hem the pants. And then I have to do a little bow tie. So he's going to be a vampire. Yeah. We're all going to be vampires. Maybe I can get a picture of us later. I don't know. We'll see. So the theme for today is D for Democrat. Yeah, so I'm going to work on my Donner project. D for Donner. The only thing left on that is I have to backstitch his name, Donner, and initial it. So I guess you will get to see it finished today, later. Last night I didn't get a chance to do my stitch along at all because I was just working on the costume, so I think I will try to fit that in as well, a little bit on the Autumn Fairy. And then third, I have some homework that's due today for the Stitch What's challenge over on Cross Stitch It's Fun, and that is to work on a autumn themed or Halloween themed project while watching the first Harry Potter movie and post your progress. So after Oliver goes to bed tonight, which hopefully will be on the early side, like I will get down to stitching and work on 2 or 3 projects. So that would be nice. I can't wait. I didn't get to stitch hardly at all yesterday, just like 5 minutes maybe in the room in the morning before we went to breakfast. Yeah, at the stitching room at the retreat, that is. So yeah, I mean, the retreat was nice, but I'm really glad to be home, really glad to sleep in my own bed, which is more comfortable and quieter. The walls in the hotel where we were pretty thin, so you could hear your neighbors waking up and whatever, talking, normal conversations. I don't think I've ever been in a place with walls quite that thin. Yeah, so it was nice to go to the retreat and see my friends and get away for a few days, but I'm glad to be back to the creature comforts of home. Alright, I think I am off to the grocery store or something. I don't know how, but my husband managed to go through a lot of crackers while I was gone. Hey, Oliver. He looks a little perturbed back there. Yeah, there's been a lot of like uncooperative, stuff. I think maybe he's tired, overtired, I don't know. I mean, it's only like 11 a.m. so. Alright, I guess I've been rambling long enough. I'll check in later with my stitchy progress. And hopefully Halloween pics too as well. Alright, bye! Hey guys, it's been a long night, Halloween. Took my kid trick-or-treating, and afterwards, put him to bed and stuff, and then I worked on my D for Donner project. As you can see, I finished. Did the back stitching for my name and his name, or my initials rather, and his name. I was supposed to work on some other projects tonight, but too tired, didn't get around to it, so I'm behind today. I will try to make up for it later on, though, so. Alright, I'm really tired, so I'm hitting the sack, and I'll see you tomorrow. I think this might be my last update for this vlog, because it's around half an hour or so. Thanks for watching, and I will continue with the next week of the SAL, and thanks for everyone who subscribes and comments and likes and everything. I love reading your comments and answering your questions. You guys really brighten my day. I love you all. Consider you all my Flosstube friends. I hope that I haven't alienated anybody with the opinions I've expressed during this election theme SAL. I've tried not to get too political, but perhaps some of the stuff I've said has revealed my leanings. But, I think everybody has a right to their opinion, and I certainly wouldn't feel like I couldn't be friends with someone because they have a different opinion than I do. So I hope that you don't feel that way about me. Alright, good night, peeps. See you soon. Bye.